All right, hello Gemini. How are you doing out there today? Now this is a disclaimer, boo, because we finna get down to the nitty gritty of it all. Now this can involve your current relationship or a past relationship, but boo, if you're exiting a relationship and have exited a relationship, you don't want to take baggage into a new relationship. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to reflect on what this message is telling you, give you some takeaways, some shadow work that you may need to address. We all do. So, listen, we're none of us perfect. This is an ever evolving process. And if we want to attain our higher selves, we have to address some of this trauma and some of these things that may, impede upon healthy relationships. So, now we can't all have glory and glitz in these readings, because if you want to get to the other side or elevate, you have to get down to the nitty gritty of it all. So, that is my disclaimer. Alright, so we're going to start out with this Kipper. Not to say that everything is going to come out bad, boo, but, just some things to be aware of. Okay? Alright. Because I just did Taurus, and whoo, that was a piece of work, child. However, we got to do it. Alright. Spirit has put this on my heart to do, so I got to do it. Alright. Let me move this back a little bit. I don't know why I got it up that close, but anyway. Please, Spirit, thank you for Gemini. What they need to hear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, your first card out is Thief. Now, I want to just also tell you that I don't know if you're aware with the Kipper, but all the cards in the Kipper are not bad. However, this next deck really does tap into the not so blurry aspects of it all, because I did take the minute to go through these cards, because I was like, dang, is every card in here kind of negative? And it actually is. So now you got messages of concern. And you got the family room. Ooh, now this is what all exciting news go down in the family room, Family room is actually where you discuss personal, important information. Now, this thief can tell, the time you spent in negative relationships, toxic relationships, stolen time from yourself. So I just wanted to put that out there. You can also think of ways that theft may have occurred in your life, stealing your energy, peace of mind, things of that nature. I just wanted to just throw that out there, okay? Now you got the message of the concern. Now, I don't know what that's about. We're going to have to clarify that with this deck as well as the tarot, okay? So I did ask the ancestors to allow me to deliver this message with ease, grace, empathy, compassion. I don't want to sound too judgmental or anything of that nature. I just want to help you to maybe address some situations that you may not be so aware of, okay? So I have no idea what's going to come out. Okay. Alright, now these is 3 cards, and that's all we need. Now you said you have, why do I feel so lost? Now this is a thief. Now, I told you, I don't know why I came up with stolen time, but yeah. Lost in situations. Now, then you have the message of concern that's going to be lining up with these feelings are eating me alive. And then you have in the family room, emotions overwhelm me. Okay. So it looks like some of you guys are going to be actually discussing your feelings with your mate, or have tried to explain your feelings. Now, I want you to also keep in mind, even though I may be addressing you, this could be your partner's energy that I'm picking up, so you can reverse it despite me addressing you, because I am talking to you. This is why I might address you, okay? Alright, now let's see what the bedroom tarot is talking about. Spirit, tell us about this thief and why do I feel so lost? Okay, so of course we're going to have to clarify more than just with this Two of Wands. Sometimes a couple of cards come out to give me a little bit more on the story. However, it do looks like you're going to have to make a choice in which direction you want to go. Now the Two of Wands talking about, moving forward. So you're gonna have to keep going. Okay. Sorry for the pause, but I be just thinking, trying to tap into what Spirit's trying to say. Okay. Okay, now you have these feelings are eating me alive. So yeah, and this is perfect because the Hermit is all about self-reflection. Now, the Hermit also is about refraining from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Like going into isolation to really, separate yourself and gather your emotions, your thoughts, start that spiritual journey, your spiritual path, connecting with source and things of that nature. Now, some of you guys may have retreated from some of these relationships, and maybe that's your partner, you delivered the message to that you got to go. And this is probably why this choice is here. You probably made the choice to move forward. However, because this person is still looking in this direction, tells me that some of you are still in the midst of this, okay? Two came out for the family room. Yeah, I told you. Listen, you tell me source ain't speaking right now. Now you tell me, because the cups is all about emotions. Now this has something to do with a broken heart. You're going to be stuck in here, and the emotions overwhelm me. Yeah. However, this also tells me that somebody isn't always are willing to speak about their emotions. Have a problem with committing because they don't want to feel. Now, this even brings me to addictions, because a lot of people find themselves, reverting to substances to make them block out their feelings. So, if you listen, this is what the family room may be an intervention. Who knows? I'm just going to throw some things out there to you that you should need to be aware of. And I just want to say, hurt people hurt people. And if you find yourself in the relationships where the emotions are overwhelming you, maybe it's time to really consider doing exactly what it is that the hermit does. Because the first step is self-reflection and understanding the part that you play in it. Now, that thief, again, goes back to you wasting your time. Stolen time from, living your best life, connecting with individuals that's going to treat you the way you need to be treated. Taking the leap of faith to move forward. Now, this Ten of Swords is crazy that it's here. It's telling me that some of you guys are really going to make the decision to move forward and put these mental things that's blocking you behind you. Now, a lot of this stems from your childhood, because those lies that we've been taught as children play a part in how we interact with others as adults. Now, sometimes we compromise our feelings for others for various reasons. Feelings of being lonely, not wanting to be without, thinking you can't do better. I'm just going to throw some things out there, but the list goes on and on and on and on. But you got to tell yourself that you can do better and that you deserve better. And you shouldn't settle for relationships that's going to compromise and don't have your best interests at heart. You got to have the strength, boo, to move forward if you want to have happy days. The Chariot is all about moving forward. Planting those seeds within yourself so that you can see yourself grow and glow up. Because you don't want to be with a broken heart, feeling in sorrow. Because your Emperor is out there waiting for you to create a new life with them. Now, this is something different that's going on in this world if you're not aware of it, because these divine connections are supposed to take place, and you and your partner is supposed to be a light to lead by example for how relationships should be for the younger generation, for your children, for anybody that's watching. I know we've been programmed by all this stuff through the media, and it's just crazy out there. Sometimes you gotta refrain from that and isolate yourself from people, places, and things. And listen, it's lining right up with messes of concern, because the programming programs you. The tell vision tell lies to make you react and do things that are not normal. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles. Why do I feel so lost? Now this is who you're supposed to be. Stepping into your divine purpose. This is why you feel lost, because this is not the status that you're attaining. Now if this ain't for you, it ain't for you. Now don't make it fit, because I'm not trying to knock nobody off their square that's doing the right things now. But somebody needs to hear this. And we know for a fact that a lot of these relationships out here are very, very toxic. You know, the thief, stealing your self-esteem, stealing your glory, stealing your worth. That's the thief. That's the devil. Stealing who you are, making you fail to see that you are a star inside this hermit. That you need to stop dimming your own light. Now listen, you got the King of Wands and the King of Swords. Now, well, so the King of Wands is about creating things, and the Swords is about mental thought, clarity, having stability. Now listen, this could just be the Hermit coming into balance with himself as far as his creativity and mental stability. Now understand that your sexuality is an aspect of your creativity. Now when that's all tied up into sexual conquest and all that, it blocks that creativity. Now, it's so funny that I just said that, and these feelings are eating me alive. It really does block your creativity and your judgment. You know, the guilt, the constant recording in your mind about whatever's being said to you from these negative things that your partners may tell you. Yeah, you need a death and a rebirth. And this is what you don't see coming. But it's going to have to come to an end. I mean, there may have been several tower moments and shakeups in your life to get you to look at this situation for what it really is so that you can move on. Now, this could also be two people that's coming at you. But they still look like they're in their karmic nature, if you want to look at it that way too. Because I'm looking at them, look at this queen over here that's needing to make this choice. And they still seem to appear to be in their karmic nature because this choice is lining up with the thief. And why do I feel so lost? Because I don't know, if some of these people out here have multiple partners, because everybody want to be in an open relationship, nobody want to settle down and be with one partner, voluntary or involuntarily. People are sharing their mates. When you're cheating, you're sharing. Now the awakening, but this is in the reverse. So, I don't think that a lot of people have woke up to the fact of the situation yet. And not really to get in touch with their feelings and be true to themselves. But this is what you don't see coming. this page turns into the King of Pentacles. And you're ready to grow up and learn to be that man that you need him to be. But you got to let go of these partnerships. You know, you are your partner's lesson as well. And when you hold on to them, you stunt their growth. If it ain't no good for you. Sometimes these people is just a lesson. To teach you how to love you so you can love your true partner. Going around here being in these friends with benefit relationships is only stunting your growth and adding on more karmic soul ties. More debt that you have to pay off. And the longer it's going to take you to get to your other side. And the wheels will begin to start turning in your favor. Now that came out to the side, but I do see, but that's going to be depending on your choice. You are blocking your blessings from coming in, boo. Somebody is trying to steal your joy. They might not necessarily know that they blocking you from getting your blessings because they karmic. They working for the enemy at this time. If they ain't got themselves together, how you think you gonna get together? Now this is going to be lining up with that messes of concern. Now this is feeling left out in the cold. However, despite these people feeling left out in the cold, they is bypassing this church and everything else and moving forward just like this chariot. They don't care what these people inside this church got to say. They changing their whole belief system because some of these churches have you staying in these toxic relationships. Now, then you have the Seven of Pentacles here. It looks like a lot of you guys have fought for these relationships and ain't get nothing out of it. You done put all the work that you could put in it, and this is what you got back. Yeah, you tried to discuss that with your partner or whoever, but it don't look like they heard it. Because that's your last card. Now, this is the status that you need to be in, my ladies. Tapping into who you are. The High Priestess. Being that light for somebody else. All this pain you need to be able to share with somebody else. Why you think I know so much about it? Because I did it. I've been through it. Wasted my time, you know, thinking somebody gonna change. Child, please, they ain't gonna change unless they ready to change. They gonna change for them, not for you. Now, I'm going to pull 3 of these cards because I didn't realize this thing was already 24 minutes, but listen, I'll probably do one of these readings a week and make it a collective because this is a lot. Now you got the sun and it says paint the sun back into your sky. And you got protest, start a revolution. Now that's right. Start a revolution for yourself. That's right. Free yourself. Surround yourself with like-minded people. This protest is just talking about standing up for yourself. standing up for what you believe in and what you deserve. And this one says, make the change, the sword. And this is the Ace of Swords. Now, it looks like a lot of you gonna made your mind up if you came out these relationships to make the change. And listen, and that's your last card. In the family room, you either gave them ultimatum, get it together or you're done. Yeah, that will happen. That's what down in the family room. You spoke your piece. Let them know how you felt. But I do see you moving forward, understanding. I think you're learning the lessons, so you don't take them into these next relationships. Now I'm gonna pull just a dead one to let's see what you got coming. I do want to see that. Where's those cards up there? Oh, they up there, they under there. I can't even do all that. Yeah. I just want to see. So, boo, I ain't mean to come down hard on you. But if you ever want that true love, you gotta let that mess go. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. And I think this is one of those messages, boo. And you have the eagle. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. Now, this is lining up with these feelings are eating me alive. It will subside. Now, it all depends on how long you've been in these relationships. Now, it ain't going to happen overnight. Just understand that. The source does recognize that. But you got to make the first step to free yourself. Mentally and physically now. And understand that you played a part in this. I know a lot of people out here saying we have these messages where your partner is getting his karmic justice. You was karmic too, so do you want him wishing that you get karmic justice? So listen, I don't know about those readers, and I'm not knocking nobody that give them, but listen, I don't even indulge in those things like that because, listen, that's the last thing I want to happen to him. That anything, I want him to learn from his mistakes, of course, but it's not like I'm sitting up here waiting on him to have no whatever bad happened to him. No, that's not what I'm doing. Because I played a part in that as well. And your last card is beware. Be careful of who you trust at this time. And that's just telling you of these two right here. One seems that he just, listen, they got a little bit of sayings about both these in the deck. But, they ain't coming out as the King of Pentacles or the King of Cups for a reason. I'm just saying that. So I'm trying to keep it clean around here, So that's your message, and I think I'm gonna do these as a collective reading, so I can just do one once a week. All right, bye, y'all.